Okay, so today's program is to do string rotation, and string rotation is consist of two types of rotations that we have to do. One is left rotation and another is right rotation. Okay, and we are given an offset. So for example, we have a string which is A, B, C, D, E, and we are given rotated by 2 as an offset in left or right. So we need to rotate. So let's consider through whiteboard what this means. So consider we have a string which is A, B, C, D and E, and we have been given an offset of 2, which means we have to rotate it 2 times and we have to do a left rotation. Okay, so if we have to do a left rotation, the 2 times of rotation that it will do is it will be E, A, B, C, D, that is number 1, and then there would be another rotation which would be D, E, A, B, C. So this would be the final output with left rotation, right? So as we can see, what's happening is we are taking this particular character and then we are putting this onto the left or the front part, and then we are taking all this and then putting it right. Similarly, we are doing it again. We are taking this, putting it here, and then we are shifting all the remaining whatever is left, E, A, B, C to the right, and then we are increasing the counter so that whatever offset is, if it is equal, then we are stopping the operation. That is left rotation, right? And suppose we have to do right rotation. So A, B, C, D, E, and offset is again 2. In the right rotation, what will happen is, then the first time what we'll do, we'll put A in the right side. So it will be B, C, D, E, A, that is 1. And then another one, again we'll put whatever is there in the front to the right. So it will be C, D, E, A, B, right? So in this case, we are putting the first character to the right and rest of it is there as it is, right? And then again, whatever is there, it's the first one is again put to the right, and whatever is remaining is there as it is. So this is the whole concept. And as you know, how can we slice off the portion of a string and then create this string, so that we can use this string to again slice off the string and create this string. So as you know, what we have to do is we have to take this thing out, this A out, right? How can we do that? We have to use s dot substring method. So if we can use s dot substring and somehow take this A out, and I think if we can use 0, 1, because s dot substring ignores this and includes the first part. So 0 is included, 1 is excluded. This will give you A, right? And then if we can use s dot substring, and then we have to slice off this part, right? So we use 1 because 1 is included, B is included, and then we use this. So this is length minus 1, but this would be excluded. So we have to use len, the length part, whatever is the length, because then it will include length minus 1. So if we can do this and we append this, so we have to append this to the last. So what we have to do is take this s dot substring first and then append this in the last. S dot substring 0 comma 1, right? So this will give this string, and then if we can use this string, which is the result. So if we have this as the result, and then this in the result, we do this operation again, and how many times we have to do this operation is we maintain a counter. So if counter is 1 and then counter is 2, so if we increment the counter, as long as the counter reaches and becomes equal to whatever is the offset value, we stop this operation, and that would be the result. So this is very simple program. Let's try to do it here. So we will have public static void main as our function, and what we will do is we will do one first, which is left rotation. So public static void, let's give void right now and say left rotation, and we will give input as string, and we will do int as offset, and let's give the same string as test case, which is this A B C D E, right? So in the left rotation, what we have to do is we have to, as we discussed, take this E and put it in the first position, and then put everything else in the last position. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put s dot substring. So if we have to take this E out, right, how can we take this E out? So this E out will be let me put the length of the string as len is equals to s dot length, right? So if this is s dot length, this thing is s dot len minus 1, so it will be len minus 1, right? So this is the first E that we get, and then we append this with this. So how can we extract this is we use 0 comma len minus 1. Why len minus 1 is because len minus 1 is always excluded from s dot substring. So when we say 0 comma len minus 1, it is going to include 0, and it will go till length minus 2, which is still this part, right? So it will give you answer A, B, C, D, and this will give you answer E. So it's E and then A, B, C, D, right? So how can we, so we need to do something so that we can store this into result. So what we can do s equals to s dot substring. So we'll use the same string variable to store the result again and again, right? And let's use int I equals to 0, and what if we put this inside a while loop, where while loop is executing, right? And let's put everything here, okay, and then do I plus plus. So if we do this, I is initialized here and 0 is less than offset. So for example, if we do offset as 2 and we give A, B, C, D, E, then it will store initially E, A, B, C, D, right, into S. Then the value of I will be incremented to 1. Again it will execute, and then it will slice off the part from E, A, B, C, D, which is the new string, and then store it into S. And then finally what we'll do is we will return S. Okay, and then let's make it as a string data type. So this is our final program. Not an efficient program, but a basic program where we can use. So let's try to print it and see what is the outcome of this. So let's use left rotation. Okay, and what we give is test case, and we offset as 2. So the final answer of this should be DEABC. Let's see if this is working fine or not. So we have DEABC, right? So this is how we do left rotation. Now let's try to put a right rotation program. We will do the same way, public static void right rotation, string s int offset, and this will remain the same, and again the offset logic will be same. The only logic that will change is here. So what we have to do is, in the right rotation, we have to slice this thing and put it in the end, right? So in the end part, what will happen is, as we said in the diagram, this will be 0, 1, right? So 0, 1 is A, and then from here what you do is, in the first you do 1, comma, and then you have to go till the end, right? So end we have to do len, because len minus 1 will be included, which is still E, and then we do I plus plus. So this should work. So what will happen is, this first time it will be B, C, D, E. This will give you B, C, D, E, and this will give you A. It will be stored in S, right? And then the next will be in B, C, D, E, A, right? And in B, C, D, E, A, it will put B in the last, and then C, D, E, A, B. So that's how it will be. Let's try to see if this works. So I'll do right rotation. We'll put string as the data type, and we'll again put a return statement here, and we'll see what do we get here. So as you know, what we get is, we get CDE and AB. Now this is one string, and what should happen is, if we do rotation of this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, we rotate left or right anyways 5 times, we should get the same string. As you can see, we're getting the same string. So this is another question or program that we get, just to compare or see if there are 2 strings, are those strings same, right? So if we rotate the strings left or right, okay, with the size or with the same length, because the length is same, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, it should come out to be the same string. So if the left rotation and right rotation is same, it should work. So there are similar programs that we see, although this is not a very efficient solution, but to start basic, this is a solution that can work. We'll see more optimized solution in the upcoming sessions, but thank you as of now.